So it is, I haven't even got my YouTube phone, it's at home uploading Friday's video. But it's Saturday, I'm not in morning, it's 1:45 to 2. I've been to the yard this morning, was trying to sort things out, and I got the forklift stuck again. There's that one section that we dug out to put the steel posts in, and every time the back wheels that I've got all the weight on, when I haven't got a pallet in me on the forklift, whenever it goes there it just sinks, and then you're just stuck. Then I'm gonna have to use the digger again, but I couldn't be bothered turning the digger on a Saturday for the neighbours, so I thought I'll just leave it, you know, I'm not in a mad rush to do that. And then I've just been to the lock up with this my materials van, because when we finished one of the student jobs, I've just had everything in here. I haven't had a chance to unload it, and obviously Saturday, when I haven't got all the lads in, it's like the only chance I get to go around. So I've been to Car Bar in Garson, I've bought a trailer connection. I was saying, I didn't realise 13 pin is the new pin, whereas everything I've got is 7 pin, except for one of the trailers. One of the tippers has a 13 pin, and I bought, it's in the tipper, I bought an adapter. However, it was the wrong way round. It was a trailer to vehicle one, not a vehicle to trailer one. So I've got the right one this time. I was going to rewire it, but I thought it's probably not a bad thing having this, because then we've got the option, if I do find something that needs a 13 pin, I can always take it out. And then I need to go and get diesel for the digger. I need to go and get another handle for the digger, because another handle's snapped. Obviously the Chinesium metal that everyone calls it. And then what else have I got to do? Oh, I've just been to B&Q and got storage boxes. So as I was sorting my stuff out, I've got like these big bulky boxes that I've got. You'll see on one of the episodes, I put all the 40, 32mm solvent well pipe stuff in. And then I've got another one for 15 and 22mm. However, they're just not strong enough and they're too bulky in the van. And one of the lads just like stepped on it and broke one of the lids. So I've just gone and got some Airbauer stuff that I'll show you in a bit once I've separated it all. So I'm just trying to use today to get as much done as possible. And then I was just getting in the van now in B&Q car park, and a fella bounced over and was like, "Are you Andy?" And I thought, oh god, like, is he one of the neighbours? Or that would be first thought, thinking, oh, what does he want now? And then he just said, oh, I've been watching your YouTube, and it's, you know, I'm really enjoying the episodes and stuff. And I was just like, oh. So it's nice for someone to obviously go out the way and stop you to say hello. Because do you know what, there's days where I do just think, oh, is it worth it? Like, you know, should I just sack it off? And you know, it's has it brought all this unwanted attention, and has it caused planning all these other things to, like, has it caused the neighbours to all object more so than they would have? I do think it has had an effect, even if I'm just being honest. They just don't like, either they don't like me or what I'm saying, or the idea of it being broadcast. So it's nice sometimes when you do get that little thing, because I do sometimes think, oh yeah, you know, there are a lot of people who are watching it, who are enjoying it, so it does make you think, you know, do you know what, yeah, I will edit this video and put it out and actually finish it. Like, I'm going to go to Screwfix now and get some threaded bar for the digger handles, and then I'm just going to try and box off all the stuff that I'll see whether I can do a bit of welding. I mean, it's already a bit later than I thought it was going to be. It's took me longer. But that's the idea, that I do this now and I haven't got loads of lads asking me for what they want me to do, what they want to, have they got this tool, have they got that tool. I can just, you know, do all these fiddly jobs, which are probably going to end up taking me about 8 hours, which would have cost me a day in work. So normally I do the call outs on the weekend, but I'm just drained. Literally this week's been hard. But yeah, next stop is Screwfix. I've just got the threaded bar. So basically, I don't know if you can see this one on the, that's the bit that's snapped, that goes into the digger, but it's M10, so I don't mind having a threaded bar as the lever, and then I've just got a 5-pack because it was cheaper, and also there's a good chance the other one will snap, so I'll just keep these on the yard so that if hopefully this is a stronger material. And then obviously the gotta say obviously all the time, the fellow I was just chatting to outside B&Q, he's actually sold he used to own student houses, and he's actually sold them to brickworks. So one of the jobs that we did, he recognised and said, oh look, you can see his old house on it, and he sold another one to them that he was wondering whether we're going to be doing the work on it. But I've just messaged my mate Jordan to see obviously that, but I think he's bought the other one for one of his mates, so we might not be doing that one, we'll see. Right, order of things now, probably back to the lockup, and I'll sort all these boxes out so that I am ready for call out / jobs, student jobs. If anything pops up, I've got the right tools and materials in the right boxes, and then I'm going to transfer one of the boxes for my power tools, basically, because they're just getting wrecked in one of the other vans, basically. Right, that'll be the next video. So these are the new Bauer boxes I've got. I think I've got 6 of them, and then I bought some bits to go on top so they can stack up, and these can stay in the van rather than having all mixed ones. I've got like different Stanley ones. I mean, I tried this, it just didn't work. It's, you know, just fell in it at every time, and the lads keep standing on the lids and breaking them. So I'll reuse these for something else, and then I'm just deciding what to do. I think I was going to try and section them, however, I think for now I can just have 22 mil, and if I do a job that needs 22 mil, I'll be able to find it in here with, and then the same with the 15 mil stuff. So this is my job at the minute, just going through these and putting them into order so that if I do a call out and I go in need 22 mil, I can just go bang, 15 mil, and then I'm thinking of doing one of like brass, because I've got a lot of brass fittings as well. And then at least I say they're all in the same box and I'll be able to find them then. But yeah, hopefully I can go. If only it was that easy. I've got loads more of these boxes to go through, so I'm going to go and get all the other boxes now and have everything in one place. Right, there we go. 40 mil, 32 mil, 10 mil, and the speed fit stuff. Obviously we don't get many of them because obviously the nature of 10 mil is that it bends and you don't have many joins. 15 mil, 22 mil, and then I've still got my soldering stuff, which we don't really do much of that anymore. It's all speed fit, so I've still got, oh no I haven't, sorry. And then I've got the brass stuff, which I'm going to have to take these in the van now, and there's loads of sections in the van that I can load these with as well. But yeah, hopefully these will be a lot better and a lot more sturdy. So I've just pulled up to the yard, and as I pulled up there was a fella stood at the end taking a photo, like inside the fence, and I just shouted at him, said, "Hi mate, you alright? Like, can I help you?" And he just snarled me and walked off. And it's just like, I don't get it. Like, what have I done? What have I done to these people? Like, just have a normal conversation with someone. It's like, if I went and come and like stuck my phone through your front window and like started taking pictures, you'd probably come out, wouldn't you, and kick off. But because it's a yard, it's like, it's acceptable to do that. So I've just finished greasing the all the joints on this. So I just like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16, 17. And then, yeah, it goes up to 17, so I know that I've done all of them. Nice. And then I've just swapped the handle for this, so I don't know if to go and swap this one now, only because it's a different height, or whether to just leave it for now. And then I've just put some new bolts in here because I just had this off because I was tightening the bolts that stop it rocking forwards and backwards so many times that I just give up. I need to get a new throttle because this one doesn't stay up. So it used to stay up, but now it just, when the engine's vibrating, it doesn't. So that's why we have to lift it up and put the clamp on. I've bought some hydraulic oil as well, although that one's fine. It's more so for the tipper. Oh, right, I'm done on here now. I'm gonna go back and get something to eat. 3 o'clock. I'm trying to think what else there was on my list. I've got all the 110 stuff still to do. And I've got some new emergency stop buttons because some of the shifters, some of the buttons have snapped off. Yeah, let me have a look on my list what else I've got to do. Oh, you can see the boxes I put in. I've just been the lock up to grab. Oh, I'm sweating. It's definitely a 2-man job this, and I'm lucky they didn't pull me back carrying that. It's not exactly that heavy, it's just awkward. Like the weight's not balanced, but yeah. I've got to go to the student job and polish that concrete before it goes rock hard. So on the student jobs, and you can see one thing I'm going to do first. I'll get the laser out and I'll test what level we've got tolerance. But you'll see as best you've as best you can tamp it. When you come in the next day, there's always a bit, and then we've had like a little bit of mortar or something drop off and obviously land in here. So I'll go and get the machine out now, and you'll see the difference at the end. I'm hoping, yeah, we're still okay, look. Now I've got new blades for this, but I'm going to see if I can get this last job out of these blades and then swap them. So we've got on. Oh, petrol's been left on. It's not a good thing. Right. Let's see whether... I always get this wrong. So this is like the on off. But I always get it. Let's try the other way. Oh, I haven't got the choke on. Right. So. Right. Let me set a time lapse up. So I'm probably a bit late to do this. I should have probably come a bit earlier in the morning. So all I'm going to do is just wet it with the hose and obviously bring a bit of the fat up and then go over it again. You'll see like bits I've done here where obviously it's flattening the top edges, but we want it a lot smoother than that. So you'll see the difference once we do it with a bit of water on. So just wet over there. What it means though, if I wet it now, obviously to get this bit done, I might need to come again tomorrow or Monday and go over it again, because obviously as soon as you wet it and you bring the fat, you're then leaving smaller lines in it. So ideally you don't have to wet it, but yeah, I say I've come a bit late to the party. Get this soak in and then drop the machine's petrol. So you can see the difference in the bit I've wet versus, oh yeah, where I've had the bucket. So you can see the difference. Like these wavy lines hopefully will go, but you'll be left with really fine ones, which is okay I suppose, but it's this stuff we need to get rid of. Like that. These big bumps. So yeah, I'll just keep soaking. I've soaked that, but as I'm doing it, it's just drying up because the concrete's absorbing it all, so I'll just have to keep doing it in buckets as I go. So I've got this floor to do, obviously. You can see where I've done, hopefully. But I've just ran out of petrol. And I've just took the petrol can out of the van I was in and put it in the lockup. So, I've got about 20 of these petrol cans because it's not worth me driving all the way back to the lockup to pick a petrol can up. But hopefully you can see what I mean about that is now obviously flat. However, you have these tiny little lines in that we can buff out another day, but you're meant to just keep doing this until obviously it's dry, and it's because as you're doing it, as I pour water on, it dries dead quick. So when I come back, well, depending on how warm it is, chances are like that bit will be slightly better. So I could stay here all day and just keep polishing this until it goes absolutely like glass. However, I'm happy with that finish if I can get all of that looking the same. We can lay laminate on that with like an underlay, but we can't on this. So I'm just going to run and get another bloody petrol can and that. Right, so I've been over every little bit of this ground now, and the machine does not like stones. So if you get any uneven bits, it'll flick the stone up basically. So that's what you'll see here, bits of stone. So as I've been going, I've been picking them out. However, I got a bit cocky and tried to like pick one up as the machine was spinning, and I just I lost control of it like one of them comedy things, and the machine just spun round and whacked me in the shin. So lesson learned there. Just have to keep stopping the machine every time you find a stone. But hopefully you can see now that, you know, this is nice and flat. So what I can do now is I can turn the speed of the propeller up on the machine. So as I'm going over now, when you use the machine, if it bounces, that means it's not level over the span of the four blades. So you'll stay over that bit, either doing like a circle or a figure of eight. Imagine you were like sanding a wall. That's what it's doing, but it's like having four trials, one after another, going like that. So it's like plastering a wall times like 100. Right, so any of these little stones now, I'm just going to go around and flick them off. A little bit there, I can get into this corner a bit better. So it's got like a guard on the machine. I'll show you. So it's got this guard here, is like a few mil bigger than the actual bit that spins. So you can push this up against the wall and this spins freely, independent of the blades. It's not just like, but it means you can like go along the wall and get right. You can see there, I've got quite close to the edge there. Bear in mind when we plasterboard, it'll cover that. So I'll just turn it on now. I'm just looking for any little stones I've missed. And then I'll turn it on, like I say, and I'll turn the speed up. I'm happy with this bit. Ben's done well getting the, yeah, this will give you an idea of that's what we're after. That's what it's bringing at the top, like fatty concrete. But I say, I was able to go over this, it was all level, so, and that is literally ready for our soil pipe. So Ben's done well getting that in level. Nice collection of stones. Right, I'm gonna turn this speed up now and just come backwards, get rid of all my footprints, and then, like I say, I could stay here. Well, it's 20 to 6, so I could stay here and just keep going and going and going until it was dry, and you'd have like a polished concrete effect, and it'd be like glass. However, I say I know this is getting laminate flooring, so I'm happy with if I just get this type of finish without my footprints in, and then it'll be ready for laminate. I don't know if you can't really tell there, can you? But It looks better from where I'm stood, definitely. So while I'm waiting for this to cool down, here's the old one. I don't know, maybe I've swapped that a bit early. Or am I being a minge bag? I know obviously this looks great now, but that still had a bit left, didn't it? But I've done it now, let's swap them over. They're not expensive, so. Right, there's all the old ones, and there's the new ones on. So I've tried to give it a bit of a clean because, well, a few reasons why. One, it makes the machine heavier. Two, when you're next using it and bits of dry concrete pop off and then obviously ruin the floor as you're polishing it. And then there was another reason that I forgot now. Obviously so it looks better and sets a better example, but there might be another reason I'm missing. But yeah, right, we are done. Hopefully you can see that's now level, and I say you'll have these little tiny waves in it. I could stay and keep going, but I want to get home now. I'm knackered. It's 6:20. I'm gonna go back and see Anderson before he goes to bed. But yeah, I could come in tomorrow and go over that again, but I doubt I'll be able to. I'll have the energy. Right, that's it. Hope you've had a good Saturday.